Hey team, welcome. Today we are going to be stretching out our feet. We are going to be using a ball, a block, a chair, and a wall to lean against. So you can find a ball and a block at Kmart for really cheap, and they're going to be really useful for anyone that is experiencing pain in their feet and ankle region. So today we're going to start by leaning back into our chair, grabbing a hold of our knee and just performing some nice ankle circles. We'll start with 10 circles in one direction, nice and slow so you get a full range of motion. After you've done 10 in one direction, we'll switch direction, so drawing circles the other way. Next up, we'll be taking our hand behind our thigh and flexing and pointing at the knee, making sure that we're taking our toes towards our face on an extension and pointing the toe on the bend. Again, 10 of these. Straightening the leg out, flexing the toes and bending the knee, pointing the toes. Creating some blood flow and mobility all the way from the knee down to the ankle, which will really help when we get down to the foot. And 10, very nice. Pop that one down, give it a little bit of a shake, and we'll go ahead and start creating circles with our other foot. So trying to get a nice circle. Imagine you're drawing a smiley face with your big toe. These exercises are really nice to do right when you wake up in the morning. A little bit of you time and the other way. And once you've completed 10 of those, hand behind the thigh, we'll straighten the leg, point the toes, bend the knee, point the toes. Getting a nice deep stretch through your hamstrings. One more for good luck. Beautiful. Let's tap out those feet. Let's go for 20 seconds. So this is just encouraging some new blood to circulate towards the feet. Excellent. Let's stand on up, get yourself against a wall for support if you need, and we're just going to flex and point at the feet, coming right onto the balls of the toes so you can get a nice stretch through your ankle. So if there's actually pain in your feet, we don't want to trigger the foot straight away. That's just going to cause pain, and we'll avoid doing any mobility exercises altogether. So it's really important that we start awakening our joints, ligaments, tendons, and the skin before we get our trigger ball in there. After we've done about 20 flexes through that knee and our ankle, we are going to grab our ball. So just popping the block to the side for a moment, grabbing onto the ball. I highly recommend rolling out your foot that has no pain first, or the one that has the least pain first. I like to hold on to a chair. This isn't about balance. This is really about rolling out your foot. This just gives you a little bit more control with the ball. So I like to roll out the arch of my foot first. That has the most padding, rather than going straight onto the bone. You can roll forwards and backwards, so with the grain of the muscle, or you can roll side to side against the grain of the muscle. Once you're confident, you can pop your heel down and start rolling out the arches of the feet. This is going to break up all the fascia in between the toes. Should be able to use our toes the same way that we use our fingers. You can look up foot artistry. I promise you, you will find people that have the same dexterity in their toes that they do in their fingers, and they're able to create beautiful art. After we've spent about 1 minute rolling out the toes, we're then going to put the toes down and start rolling out the heel. For many of us, this is the problem area because there's pressure where the ankle meets the heel. You can start leaning into it if you want more pressure, or you can have more weight on your toes for less pressure and work your way into it. After you've played this video many times, you'll know this sequence by heart. You can pause at areas and spend a little bit longer. After you've done each section, then you can begin to free roll. It's important to spend about 2 minutes on each foot. It takes 2 to 3 minutes to start breaking up the fascia, so spending more time there will just do more good. All right, that foot is done. Let's move on to the other foot, starting out with rolling the arches first. And it's nice to do the foot that has the least pain first, because then you kind of know what you're getting into. If you go straight for the affected area, it's just going to shock the nervous system, and again, you just won't do it. Now that we've worked our way to the foot that we need to focus on, we already have the skills and the tools to handle whatever comes our way, right? All right, after we've done those arches, let's put the heel down and roll out underneath the toes. And after we've finished up with the toes, we're going to put the toes down and roll out the heel. We really want to make sure that we're not causing any additional pain to our affected foot. If it helps to place a blanket, a thinly layered blanket, or do these exercises on carpet to absorb some of the shock from the ball, that's a great idea. But I think you can handle it. Just learn to control the amount of pressure by engaging your quads. And then we'll just free roll. You don't want to do more than 3 minutes, so keep an eye on the time. The longer that we spend here, the more likely that we are to actually bruise the foot. We want to focus on consistency, day-to-day practice rather than intensity. So this is something that you can do every day rather than half an hour at once and then not doing it for 2 weeks. That's not going to work. And once you're satisfied with your free roll, we are going to jump onto the ground with our block. Place the block out in front with our ball rolling on top of the block in the belly of the calf muscle. I recommend you place your other foot close to your thigh, hands go behind you, and we're just going to roll from side to side. This is just going to break up all the tight muscles running through the calf muscle, and this connects all the way down to the ankle. So if you have sore ankles, it might be because you have tight calves. This is a really holistic approach. Even though the foot might be sore, it could be stemming from somewhere else. So not leaving it up to chance. We're going to do what we can to heal what ails us. And then again, you can roll with it or against the muscle. You'll actually be surprised how many knots can be found in the calf muscle. I know I've got plenty. Even just walking builds up tension in the muscles. It's really nice to rock and roll after a long walk. You can try flexing and pointing your foot while the ball is there as well. See how that feels in the ankle. And we'll switch legs. Remember to breathe nice and deep. If it's starting to hurt, take a deep breath and just keep going. It's only 2 minutes. Try that flexing and pointing on top of the tight muscle or where the knots are. Very nice. To finish off, we're just popping our props off to the side. We're doing feet together, knees wide. We're getting our thumb pads and we're going to massage out the soles of our feet whilst we press our elbows into our thighs. It's increasing that mind-muscle connection and actually providing ourselves with some TLC from our own hands. Really connect with that area. Gorgeous, give those legs a little bit of a flutter. And there you have it, a short video, a sequence that you can do to help alleviate pain in your feet. I hope you enjoy. Do this as much as you can, preferably in the morning when your joints are stiffest, and that will just help loosen them up and set you up for a really good day. Alrighty, thank you, enjoy.